And I'm already slightly worried because look what I can see. Okay, so we get an unsealed box which has been touched. What the hell is this? I mean, this is some kind of a Temu 50-cent travel adapter. Ooh, there's some Chinese writing on the box. What does that say? And you get a case as well? I didn't know this phone comes with a case. So this is a 120-watt charger that you get in a box. However, this is the wrong plug. I'm in the UK, which is why they sent me this adapter, which honestly, I don't know if I want to use this. I guess if I want fast charging, I don't really have a choice. And then the type A to USB-C. Why is the charger type A and not C to C? So this has been tampered with, which I can only assume is to install the English ROM. Wait, let's try this. According to a lot of videos, I should be able to do this. I actually scratched. Oh my god. I actually scratched the phone. Unbelievable. Why did I just do that? I should have left this to Jerry. Something really smells. It smells like a shoebox. I don't really know what to expect. Do I expect a bunch of Chinese writing, a bunch of bloatware? Or do I just get a completely normal phone and I just saved like £300? Is there anything wrong with this phone? As it turns out, there was actually nothing wrong with the phone. And I recorded this whole segment testing out the phone for no reason. Because if you look back at the original listing, it clearly says Chinese version global ROM. And that means that the actual software is exactly the same. And this idiot was looking for Chinese text and some kind of bloatware. This idiot is me. And now I don't really know what to do, so I might as well do like a little review or something. First downside is that it doesn't have any eSIM support, and I don't really care about it. I found this Reddit post and apparently it's missing some frequency bands, but then I'm literally getting like 300 megabits in my bed on 5G, so this doesn't really affect me. And technically I get no warranty on this phone because if something were to happen, I'd have to ship it back to China, but then I'm planning on this phone not breaking, so I think I'm good. Yes, I have to use this silly little travel adapter, and I don't even know why I'm so surprised, but you get the full 120-watt charging, and you know what? At this point, I'm not even gonna complain. The other NPC phones, like the Pixels and the iPhones, they still charge at like 30 watts. Which at this point, how can you even call it fast charging? Fast compared to what? And the battery on this thing? Let's just say you can remove the battery percentage from the status bar, because at this point, that's just a useless metric. And if you ever feel useless, just remember that this phone has a battery saving mode. Having a shortcut up here is actually a waste of space. I can now scroll for 2 days straight. Thanks OnePlus. Recently Marquez made a video about the downfall of OnePlus, and in the next video he spoke about the problems of these new batteries, and in the original thumbnail he had a OnePlus 15 catching on fire. Like, what is the hate on OnePlus? Come on bro. Obviously I panicked a little bit having just bought the phone, but luckily the video got quite a bit of hate. That thumbnail is wild and misleading. Edit. They changed the thumbnail. That thumbnail deserves a lawsuit. Edit. He changed it. Okay, now I'm back to being validated about my purchase. Obviously, I can't go into the future and predict that this phone isn't gonna blow up, and I really don't think it will, but having that in mind, with no warranty, it's something to think about. I almost switched to this phone. On paper, it's basically perfect. The fastest processor, 165Hz, a huge battery, 120-watt charging. What else do you need? And not enough people mention this, but the material on this phone is so good. It has like a micro arc oxidized something. And if you ever feel like the bottom of a plate, the roughness is how this phone kind of feels. And usually I'll wear protection, but on this phone, it feels so good that I actually want to raw dog it. However, the cameras on this phone are kind of ass. And I'm not even copying everyone else that's saying like, oh, but they downgraded the sensors. It's not even about the hardware, it's about the software. The normal camera is okay, but when you zoom in, what in the Mickey Mouse is this processing? Or if you record a long video, that video is then broken on Premiere Pro. Unless I disable this high efficiency video, but then I can't use log. Also, I can only disable the stabilization in Pro mode, but in Pro mode, the video is broken on Premiere regardless of what format I use. So I just gave up on the cameras. But if a camera is your thing and you really need a good one, there are plenty of other phones on here. It just doesn't have any iPhones or Samsungs, so if you're willing to deal with the problems that